Well, I'll say it again. Joe Biden's trip to the Middle East has catastrophe written all over it. It's the way I look at it. Here to weigh in is Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn from the Armed Services Committee, a great friend and mentor of this show. Senator, I know you're on the Armed Services. You know a thing or two about this whole thing. You were on Foreign Affairs. I mean, I don't get this. He's going to Saudi Arabia, but they're going to negotiate with Iran. He's going to Israel, but he's going to negotiate with Iran. He won't come out and endorse the Abraham Accords, blah, blah. I mean, I just don't understand any of this, and he's probably going to put his hat out and ask, beg for oil. This doesn't seem good to me.
Yeah. Well, it is not good. And it appears that what he's doing is going to Israel because he feels like he has to. But you look at the manner in which he has chosen to go to Israel. He is not going to let Israeli officials go with him into East Jerusalem. He's not going to shake hands with anybody. He's going to take his forever pandemic with him. He is going over there pro-Palestine. He is going pro-Iran, pro-Saudi Arabia, pro-China. But look at what he is doing. He is not going in there in a pro-Israel manner. And people notice this. As you said, he won't even mention the Abraham Accords. He's trying to renegotiate a deal with Iran because he needs to beg them for oil, beg the Saudis for oil, beg the Venezuelans for oil. And he's sending 1 million barrels of our strategic petroleum reserve to China, to a company that Hunter Biden is engaged with. I mean, Larry, you cannot make this stuff up.
You know, Senator, I really love the way you put that. He's going to Israel because he has to. I think that really captures it. And, you know, here's the weird thing. I know Israel. I'm not equating Israel and Saudi Arabia. Israel is a democracy, our greatest friend in the world. Saudi's not a democracy, not our greatest friend. But Saudis are an ally. They're an ally of sorts. Iran is not an ally. This is the part I just do not, it drives me crazy. Iran is not, and the whole point of the Abraham Accords was to gradually pull the Middle East together and isolate Iran. And these guys, with Russia at the negotiating table, are trying to open the doors to Iran again.
Well, and when you look at the area writ large, Israel, our greatest ally, as you said, needs a strong U.S. Jordan needs a strong U.S. So does Dubai. So does the UAE. And when they look at what is transpiring in this neighborhood and the conduct of our president, the way he's trying to go cozy with Iran and do another deal, it was a bad idea when we had Obama Biden running the White House, and it is a bad idea today. This is something that we need not revisit. What we need is a strong, resolute, solid U.S. that builds on the success of the Abraham Accords, builds on the success of our relationship with Israel, that holds the axis of evil, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, to account, that holds all of these entities to account. We need certainty in foreign policy. Our friends need to know they're our friends. Our enemies and adversaries need to fear us.
So good. Yes, amen. This is going to be the bungled end all bungles for all we know. Yes. Senator Blackburn, I can't thank you enough. More on this.
Good to be with you.
More on this, yes. Thanks again.